So I can't position the camera any other way. I'm in the car right now. Yeah, period. This is what it is. So I just flipped it, shuffled some cards, some index cards that I kind of make it up. And the first one that came out, took your kindness for weakness. Ubiquitousness. Present, appearing, or found everywhere. Right? So they thought that your energy, who you were, can be found anywhere. They thought you was a dime a dozen. I can't believe you paying me to play. I can't believe you playing me. Freudian slip. I can't believe you paying me to play 8 figures just to be me. Yeah, they didn't understand. Yeah. That what they took, the kindness that they took for weakness, you thinking that you was this like energy that could just be found anywhere. You so fucking unique that if you're not already, you're about to be getting paid 8 figures just to be you. And they didn't even get it. And I just heard that is the gospel truth. And I'm thinking because that's what just came out. It's the gospel truth, right? I'm thinking of that Disney joint. What is it? Hercules. When the ladies when they go to the little the singing ladies on there on the Disney joint. And then it says, so you too, Reese West is the content creator. You won't have to go half with your husband, Marilyn. He will be the provider. No shame. Right? So you was dealing with somebody who, first of all, was trying to go Dutch. You even agreed to go Dutch with them. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason. You know what I mean? Maybe I mean, I don't know why I just said I ain't too proud to beg. No. I'm hearing that TLC song. But I'm saying I really mean that on some humble shit. Like you wasn't impressed, right? Like you was willing to work with a motherfucker, right? Like you was willing to ride with somebody, you know what I mean? To meet them where they was at, and I'm hearing the sense and understanding you had was that we was just gonna build this shit from the muscle together, right? And they took that shit, like I said, that kindness for weakness. They thought you was a dime a dozen. That shit was just, they can find it everywhere. And I heard, and they found out. They really found, you know, now I'm hearing stands on it, right? Stand on it. You know what I'm saying? So if this person ghosted you, if this person left you maybe for something else or for another job or for another chick, or left thinking that, you know, the grass was green. I'm hearing Grass Ain't Greener on the Other Side by Chris Brown. You know what I mean? They had it messed up, and they really about to, I'm heard they already mad, and if they think they mad already, they're about to be big mad because just you be, and then I need you to hear that. It says, I can't believe you paying me to play. Basically, the next money move you make, the next career, the next job junction, the next income move you're about to make in your life is going to be so beautiful, so naturally just being you, that you going to get paid. It's going to feel like you playing. It ain't even going to feel like no job. And they're about to pay you, it says, you know, anywhere from 8 figures or more to just be you. The you that other people, and you know, now I'm hearing it doesn't even have to just be in relationships. Maybe it was family, maybe it was friends, maybe it was at your job. You know what I'm saying? They thought you became a dime a dozen. They took your kindness for weakness. Maybe I'm hearing it's all above, all the above for some of us. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then I'm hearing debts canceled, 49-year of jubilee. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, and I'm not saying you have to ascribe and be a Christian or anything like that, but in the Christian canon, also known as the Holy Bible, to what Christians refer to as the Old Testament, if you read, I forget what book it is, but it's one of the older books. I don't know why I want to hear Leviticus or Deuteronomy, but yeah, it was in one of the law books where on the 49th year, all debts were canceled, right? Indentured servitude, right? If you was indebted to somebody where you became their servant, you know, paying off that debt on that 49th year was the year, they called it the year of Jubilee, where them debts was canceled. You was allowed to get back your property. You was allowed to get back home. And, you know, and I'm not even just meaning like literal, but for some I'm hearing it is literal. I mean even metaphorically, right? Like maybe, you know, you the trauma that you went through, the shit that, you know, you've been through with people treating you like this. You know, I'm hearing all my life I had to fight, right? For some of y'all been doing this, or this been happening to y'all since y'all been children. You know what I'm saying? Since you know, since you was little ones, I'm hearing, you know, and finally, right, this debt is being canceled. You know what I mean? I'm hearing karmic debt now too for some. You know, and then I'm talking to so many people and the thoughts are coming in so fast. So it's going to, you know, it ain't going to be hit for everybody. But I'm hitting on different people, different situations, right? For some people, it was when you was a child. For some people, it was when you was in your tweens. For some people, it is a situation about a lover. For some people, it is friend. For some people, it is at a job, right? But nevertheless, the point is, your kindness, your big, pure, beautiful heart. I'm hearing it goes deeper than that. Some people don't even understand, right? That the trauma is so inflicted even in them that they took out their projections and they couldn't even accept somebody as pure and as beautiful and as loving and as unconditional, that was offering such unconditional and pure love. They couldn't accept it even if they wanted to. You know what I'm saying? They didn't even know how to process that. But nevertheless, look it up. You can look it up, Google it, go to the Bible, look it up, but the year Jubilee. It's a beautiful motherfucking thing when you can return back to home, whether it's a literal home or the inner home, right? I know for me, and I don't know, I'm being told to be a little vulnerable, a little transparent here. Due to certain traumatic events that happened to my life, the body in and of itself knows how to disembody itself, right? Like you have like this out of body experience because as a as a survival mechanism, right? And it took a lot of shadow work and a lot of healing, you know what I'm saying, in different spaces and places in my life, you know, to where I could finally feel whole again. You know what I'm saying? To where I can finally bring that masculine and that feminine energy back into some type of yin yang balance. You know what I'm saying? Some type of equilibrium, right? It took a lot for me to regulate that nervous system and that sympathetic system, right? You know, it took a lot of work to get some of them neurons. I'm hearing some of those, just that fast it went. Fire back, that them synapses firing back up. You know what I'm saying? Those pathways, those neural pathways connecting again. You know what I'm saying? For different areas, or I'm hearing different stages in my life, right? Because sometimes, you know, I mean, you could be the age that you are, like I'm pushing half a century, but still be healing or have a hole or a wound from when you was 5. You know what I'm saying? So the age might have changed, but the mental development up in that area didn't change necessarily yet. It says we are shaped by the different demands of our times. Look, isn't that what I'm talking about, right? At different stages of your life, different demands during that time, you know, may have prolonged that shadow work, may have intensified that wound. You know what I mean? Talking trigger warnings and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, and then maybe you did want to work on certain areas, but I don't know. I know for me, you know, I'm hearing the struggle with being a mom, trying to raise children, trying to make sure you ain't dumping none of your shit on them, right, from your childhood, while still simultaneously trying to deal with your own childhood drama and still meeting the demands of the times, right? Because I still got to work. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm hearing core. I feel like I can't even eat. I feel like I can't even drink. I feel like I can't even breathe. I feel like I can't even think. I just ordered food from the Chink, right? Like, yeah, like depending on the because I've been there. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. You know, there was times, yeah, I heard just leave that alone. Just leave that alone, right? Jail, spiritual, physical, incarcerated, punishment, guilty, long term. I'm hearing that's what's going to happen to them. The same now here. I'm hearing Sealy, the same like box. What was the name? The same grave you built for me is the one you gonna ride in, right? Because some people wish that, you know what I mean? I now I'm hearing Nas and Ether, pussy and snake. How much more can I take, right? Yeah, Ether, right? It's like You in my face right now. I'm hearing Beanie. You know, I feel it in the ear. Your handshake ain't matching your smile. Right? And people, you know, smile. I mean, smile in your face, backstabbers. Right? They smiling in your face, and the whole time they wishing you now and pray for my downfall. Like, that spirit is real. And again, I'm being told to say, you know, it's personal, but it's not personal. It's personal in the sense that I feel you, right? You coming against me, and once you coming against me with that type of energy, it's real, right? Because not only are you fucking with me and my mental, you fucking with everything that is close to me. Because if I'm not right and my mental not right, or if you messing with me, whether it's through my cheddar or whatever, you messing out with my seed and all of that, and my projects and my creativity. So it's personal on that level, but it's not, because our communities and the trauma is so real for so many of us that you know, I'm gonna be honest. I think a lot of it is no justification, because I'm not saying don't remove yourself from the situation. I'm saying understand it at the root, because when you understand things at the root, you can pluck that shit the fuck up. When you cut weeds and you just cut them at the trim, they're gonna grow right back up. So even and again, I'm not saying forgiveness to the point where you let that person, because somebody steal from you, you know what I'm saying, you can go to court, whatever, they go to jail, you can forgive them, but that doesn't mean you're going to give them re-entry into your house. You know what I'm saying? There's boundaries are there for a reason. Gates, doors, locks, all that shit is there for a reason. It does have a purpose, but just understand it psychologically for yourself, right? And yeah, I'm just hearing that. And then I'm hearing on the flip side too, not only are they experiencing that now, because, you know, because that shit'll eat at you. When you know you did wrong, man, I don't care. I mean, unless you are cold. I mean, some of us are, right? Some people can be some real cold-blooded mother. Shut your mouth, right? That don't give a F, that can just lay their head on the pillow at the end of the night and just shot so-and-so, and don't, you know, I just say, yeah, they pachungos for real, right? Pachunguitos. You might hear that word in like 30-something years, dog. But, you know, trained killers, right? Ain't got no problem. What, you gonna pay me? I'm gonna go hit this one up and still go to sleep and eat just fine that night. You know what I mean? But for some of them, they tried to act like they were that gangster, but they really wasn't. They tried to act like they was about that life, but they really wasn't about that life. And as a result, now they're experiencing that. And it's not necessarily a physical jail, but it is spiritual. It is mental. You know what I'm saying? That's the one that's more fucked up, because, I mean, think of Nelson Mandela. He told you he was in jail literally, dog, for how many years? And then he used that Invictus poem, the captain of my sea. He would use that on a daily to keep his mind fresh and to keep his from understanding that although his body was physically incarcerated, he said his mind was still liberated. There's something powerful when your mind can still be liberated, even like, you know, like when you can think outside the box while even in the box. But it's a whole motherfucking other thing when you can literally be free out here. Like, I can literally get out my car, go up the, you know, up this boardwalk, go jump in that ocean if I want to or whatever. Physically, my physical environment and my limbs are free, but my mind is enslaved. That's some old fucking, like, that's some whole other ish. And for some of them, that's where they at right now. That's where they gonna be. And it was something else. It's something like on the flip side of this, like real talk, when you're being gaslit and narcissist tendencies are being thrown at you, or you are dealing with individuals like that, whether it's friend, family, foe, or lover, whether it's co-worker, whoever, it does fuck with your mental. It makes you feel entrapped. You feel like suffocated. That's what I'm saying, going back to core, right? You feel like you can't even eat, drink, breathe, think. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. And all you want to do is numb that shit at that point, right? Yo, going to spiritual jail, so sad. Like, yeah, for some, they really going to that spiritual jail. And I don't care. Like I said, I really believe, kind of like hearing stories, like I said, like the one of Nelson Mandela, and talking to other people, you know, even even if you don't want to take it that deep. Like, so for example, you could take a whole group of people or do a focus group and get a glass of water and fill it halfway up. And then you can individually ask each person, is the glass half full or glass half empty? You're going to have the majority of, you know, you're going to have a certain portion of people that's going to say glass full, and some half empty. I want to be the half full type motherfucker. To be quite honest, I just read this book called The Boy, the Fox, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. It's like a little cartoon animated series. It ain't a book like in a book with like it's sequential and all that. Like you can literally flip it over and open, I heard, and do like bibliomancy with it over. Bibliomancy is like when you do that with the Bible, but you know, like flip it to a specific page for a message, an insight, an affirmation or whatever. It's like one of those types. It don't even have page numbers, dog. And it's like literally little cartoons with like 2 to 3 sentences max on each page, man, if not one. But it'd be like the most little profound statements. And the author used that the one about being the cup half full or the cup half empty. And the little boy said, man, I'm just glad I got a cup. Like that shit just blew my mind, because I never thought, I thought I was doing something with saying I believe it's half full. But homeboy, little boy, right? They said right out of babe's mouth. I mean, when we know it was an adult who did it, who wrote the book. But what I'm saying is, it's like, think about that. Yeah, I'm hearing pause, right? Selah. It's a word, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not sure if it's Hebrew or Aramaic, but it's used in the Psalms, in the book of Psalms, Selah, S-E-L-A, which means pause, right? And calmly think about that for a minute. Like, that's some deep shit when you think about it. Like, the little boy said, I'm just happy to have a cup, Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that on some Forrest Gump shit. Let's see what else want to come out. So yeah, we talking about some people. All right, this went all the way on the floor on me. This is my little baby girl. This is my my granddaughter. She added to my little oracle collection. But I'm hearing peace, mama, peace, smile, smiley face emoji, right? And they're gonna be in spiritual jail, and here you gonna be chilling. You like go and brush your shoulders off, right? Like you're not even gonna be pressed about it. Things is gonna be good, right? And if you're not there, you're getting there, right? And if you're, and to help you get there, like start putting your mental to that, Put it in that capacity, right? Start telling yourself, I'm good, right? God, a man's rejection is God's protection, right? If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala got certain people out your life, and then you don't even gotta get that deep about it. Like think about it from another perspective. Like let's look at it from this perspective. There's certain people that's only meant to come into your life for a certain reason or for a certain season. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't meant to be in your life forever and ever. I mean, when you think about it, like I was busting it up with my mom. I brought her out here for her birthday, and we were talking about like this topic. And one of the things that I found myself telling her was like, if that was the case, if we was meant to have everybody we've ever met in our life, then, that means I'd have still been with my little first boyfriend or something, or most of us with, right? No, I mean, a lot of the times it ain't all is evil and them people evil and it's, that job was evil and it's demons and all. Nah, sometimes we outgrow one another. Sometimes we outgrow, and we should, right? I was listening to Club Shay Shay, a little clip. He put it on Instagram and I reposted it because it was so deep. And it's even deeper than what he said, but when he said it, like it resonated, because he was talking about how a lot of the times we get mad when people surpass us, right? When they elevate to a whole nother level to where they wind up having maybe more than us. And he's saying sometimes it ain't even that they don't have it. They just mad that you got it. And that hit a little different, right? Because we do see that, right? And well, I know I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? And he's saying, what did he say? He said, he says, I mean, think about it. We've all had those homies that, as long as I was at the same level they was or below them, everything was copacetic, right? Now I'm paraphrasing, right? I'm old, copacetic, right? Everything was cool, tota bien, you know, it was all tahi. But the minute I elevate you or I surpass you in some way, now we got a motherfucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Now I think I'm better than, now, you know, now the hate is coming, all kinds of shit start flying, right? And he said it was so sad. Now it is sad because it's so much, like, you know, we can't keep it at that level. We do truly have to understand that this are like the ramifications, the effects, the impact. As I said, that the ocean just splashed up in the air like vicious. Like, I'm sitting all the way over here in the car. I'm at least maybe 30 feet away. Is the boardwalk, a whole bunch of rocks, and the ocean on the other side, and it's still splashed up like in a crescendo, like a grand, like that was beautiful. But you know, this is like straight up the consequences and the reverberations of slavery, of colonization, right, of indoctrination, of dogma, right? That shit, right, is real. It fucks with your mental, you know. It does it, and it's meant to. It's in a way to keep you, you know what I'm saying, stuck, stagnant. And what better way if I have you hate yourself, right? Self-hatred. If I have you internalize the oppression, right? And then once you internalize it, then it's easy to then project it onto others. I mean, I'm telling you, it's like a cesspool. It becomes sick, right? So it goes so much deeper than that, right? I don't know why. Listen, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala really wants me to emphasize that, because I think sometimes we stay stuck at that level. It's like, oh, he evil, or oh, he's a narcissist, or oh, she this, and oh, he that, and it's so personal. Nah, dog, they sick. Just like you are. Just like you need to do shadow work. Just like there might be some shit in your life, some skeletons in your closet, some wounds you need to, like, you know what I mean, put some balm on and shit, and let heal. That's most of us out here. You know, and you know what I'm hearing? That surpasses race, creed, religion, lack of religion, class, all kinds of shit. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. White privilege and socioeconomics can make the whole situation heal a little different, maybe a little faster, allow for some more resources and things. I'm not negating that at all. Hence marginalization and oppression and all that. I'm not, you know, but like, we really got to look at it from the root. Again, I keep hearing, and then I heard it says anxiety, fear without a specific object. What if, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, what are you trying to say to? And then I am not a basic bitch. I'm hearing that's what happens. There you go. I hear you, y'all. That's what happens. A sense of fear and anxiety arises, right? That's what I'm saying. That's why you have these hate groups like KKK and the Tea Parties and all this other shit. It's really out of fear and anxiety. Really out of the fear and anxiety, because your greatness, your light, despite 15 cents, you know, because, I mean, I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. It's a beautiful thing when you can be so creative and produce these wonderful things when you have all the resources and money and support. But it's a whole nother thing of genius, I promise you, when you can make $1 out of 15 cents, when you can create and still break world records and stuff like that, and you sharing sneakers with your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, right? I'm gonna mess his name up. Akinama Tumbe. That Disney documentary, yo, that touched my heart. But here he is. He's this babe, you know, this famous baller now. You know what I'm saying? And they was clowning him because during practice and during the b-ball runs back there in Africa, he had to share sneakers with his brother. You understand what I'm saying? And but I think that's ingenious. I think instead of that making us feel ashamed, and you know, and I get it, because I know for a long time I wanted that, you know, especially when I went to college and with the culture shock and all of that, I wanted to hide that I came from parents who suffered from addiction and mental health and all kinds of stuff, and alcoholism, and households that, you know, of food stamps and welfare and hand-me-downs, and, you know, broken for life though, best I do it, die, listen, whatever. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's that fear and that anxiety that causes that hatred. And then instead of looking at themselves from a perspective that I can do this too, right? I can elevate too. It makes them feel like shit, like, because they do wind up feeling like they a basic bitch, right? Because now you're elevating, and they're like, well, if she's elevating or if he's elevating, then I must be this basic bitch. So the way to fight back is I ain't no basic bitch, and then project based on this fear and anxiety. You know what I'm saying? Which turns into hate. And then they're driving themselves crazy with all these what ifs. You know what I'm saying? What if they surpass me? What if I am this? You know what I mean? But instead of voicing that that's what they're really feeling, no, I'd rather squash you. I'd rather, pull you like a crab egg down from the barrel, because, it's too hurtful to think that I could fall into this category of basicness. You know what I'm saying? And think about it. If someone that comes from the same environment as you, under the same conditions, makes it out, then it makes you look like, then what the fuck you doing? Because homegirl just said she was molested, she was on drugs, she came from a product of an abusive household, endured all kinds of abuse and all this other stuff, and yet here she is, or yet he is at this level, and then, you know what I mean? So and again, it's not that simple. I'm hearing don't oversimplify like that. The variables and the complexity is motherfucking real for each individual. Like fingerprints, it is really different. And it's not, to be taken lightly, or we never want to victimize the victim, right? Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, I'm hearing, but there is also with any of us at any level, at any point in our life, when we're trying to, make those changes or whatever, the first step is looking at oneself. The first place is self-reflection. The first place is self-accountability. The first place is, right? Yeah, like I'm looking at the man in the mirror, right? I have to. I'm asking her to make that change. You know what I'm saying? Before I can ask you to make that change, before I can ask anybody else to make that change. And then how can I even ask you to make that change? And then you turn around and say, oh, okay, I hear you, sister. I hear you, bro. How I'm going to make that change? And then I don't even know how to do it. Because I didn't do it. So how I'm in school you now? But yeah, I'm telling you to do it. Like, it's fugazi. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, uncomfortable conversations with a black man. Yeah, it's about having those uncomfortable conversations, right? With all involved, right? Because with this, we understand that this brother wrote this book with the intention of helping our white brothers and sisters out, right? To help them understand that their white privilege and their white fragility, right? To help them understand, concepts of like why they can't say the N-word, or well, why am I being blamed for what my ancestors did? I don't got nobody enslaved. They let me school you right here, baby. Even though I want to say get your dumb baby away from me, but let me school you, right? But I also think it's deeper. I think it's about us as people of color having those conversations, those tough conversations with one another. You know what I'm saying? Again, it starts in the house. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing Malcolm X, you know what I mean? And it's not just X. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother. Asheo, may you rest in peace, right? But it's not just about Malcolm calling that, right? We know of many other cultures and even religions, like our Jewish brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? They have their own schools, they have their own temples, and they're very adamant about having those rites of passage and their own schools to teach their children. Like, again, now I'm hearing lest we forget, right? To teach them their history. It does do something to somebody when you understand who you are, whose you are, and you have a sense of identity. But when you don't have a sense of identity, you're like a chicken with your head cut off. You running wild every which way to go, and anything anybody tell you, you fucking believe, because you don't understand who you are. You don't know your own history. You don't have a sense of identity. I know, I've been there. It wasn't until college that I read Boricua as a Puerto Rican anthology, and in the foreword, I cried my ass off because how he broke it down. You understand what I'm saying? I never heard anything up to that point remotely like that from my family, from any school educational system I had gone to up to that point, or anything. You know what I mean? But once you understand your identity, once you start getting a sense of history, you get cocky with that shit. You get, a whole little, you get another little, a whole little pep in your step. You walk a little different. Your hair get held up a little higher and everything. You understand what I'm saying? It become a motherfucking beautiful thing, And then I just heard my people perish for a lack of knowledge, right? Lack of knowledge. And the knowledge isn't just the biblical knowledge, because we know what happened there too, right? You understand what I'm saying? And to all these books, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? We understand. You know what I mean? That's called humanity. We're men. We're women. You know what I mean? And whatever we touch is going to be imperfect because we touching it. You understand what I'm saying? And our interpretations are different. It's a whole lot that go to that. But yeah, uncomfortable conversations, we got to have them. And yes, not only with others, but with ourselves. You know what I mean? And amongst our own children, our own family. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sorry. I don't know about y'all, but me and mine's got so much to deal with. I ain't got time to be sitting here pressed about nobody else's. And trying to, I'm like the Kevin Hart. I ain't on that level yet, man. I'm on the dick on the glass level. I ain't on that level where they trying to snipe me yet. I'm not there yet. You understand what I'm saying? I'm right here. I'm right here with this. I just finished, truly understanding who I am and in the process really helping my children. And now I'm on a whole different trajectory with my grandbabies. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm starting to putting it out here on like platforms like this, hoping that I can help somebody else with it. I mean, I ain't no basic bitch, but I'm keeping it basic. You know what I'm saying? My brain and my autonomy, right? Yeah. I'm hearing it is about understanding and keeping, one's brain healthy. I'm hearing, you know what? It's deep. It's really deep. I'm hearing the neuroplasticity in your brain. Your brain, like they notice that even in older people, thank you because I'm older, that the brain don't stop. It's a muscle. Like any muscle you train it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? It's like this beautiful brain computer. It do what it do. It can make it do what it do. I don't know why I'm saying that. It do what it do, right? It's a beautiful thing. It's not too late. It ain't never too late, right? To put that thing into exercise, to begin to take care of yourself mentally. You know what I'm saying? There's a holistic approach to this. Sometimes some people working out in the gym and worried about taking care of the body, but don't have nothing to take care of their mental. And mental health is real in this country. All over the world, but I'm talking about in this country, it's so violated, so disrespected in the sense that we don't take it serious enough. You know what I mean? We don't provide the funding that is really needed and required so that people can be healthy. You know what I'm saying? So people can be healthy. And understanding that to have a sense of autonomy, right? That's a beautiful thing. Right? And it is my responsibility, right? To take care of me and myself. And it does, one of the spaces and places I gotta understand and make sure I'm taking care of is my brain, my mental. You know what I'm saying? That's all I have to say about that. Anything else, Spirit? I don't know. How long we gonna go on here? I'm here and get out your feelings, little bro. 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 That's car. Even though peach snapper was like the ultimate for me right now. And prior to that, it's all about the comeback, right? Let's see. If a beat ain't for sale, it can't be bought. That was MC Lyte. Wasn't that one on her diss rhyme? When she was coming up against oh wow, I just looked up. The horizon is coming in. It's that beautiful pinkish gray, and coming up behind the horizon is the moon. It's like you can see half level right now. Beautiful. And today is Sunday night, March the 24th. The full moon is supposedly here in my part of town. It's on the 25th tomorrow. But when I tell you that joint shine bright like a diamond, shine bright, and it ain't even pitch dark yet. You know what I'm saying? And that joint look beautiful. Oh yeah, it's coming up. Now it's almost fully up now. It's a beautiful motherfucking thing. Illumination, I'm hearing, right? When the moon shines this bright, when there's a full moon like this, it's illuminating some things in the dark, right? Some things that was hidden. Some secrets are being exposed. Light was dissing because something would, didn't I say secrets being exposed, light to a situation? Yeah, there was with this particular specific diss track, it was about something that she was responding to, something that was stolen. 10% this, yeah. And she's saying, I mean, I'm hitting you with 10%. Imagine if I hit you with the 400. You couldn't even take it. Cheaters, the show, episode 7. Season 7, episode 13. No, season 13, episode 7. Peter Pankey, the host. Isn't it ironic? Peter Guns, right? Well, I think I wrote that because look at the cheater now playing the host on Cheaters, right? Exposing other people's cheating. Yeah, so now I'm hearing with the full moon illuminate, the person that is doing, that took it for granted, that thought you came a dime a dozen, that individual, that job, that family, that whatever, they're going to wind up exposing themselves. Now I'm hearing triggers exposing their hands for free, right? What's that? Time today. And what's this one? Oh, I picked this one up already. Was it another one? Oh no. Yo, fuck it, I got time today. I'm gonna be lying to your face, be bumping my bumping their gums, but bumping my tape, right? Yes, I'm telling you, yes, is that real? It's people, I'm hearing, it's in your circle. And I just looked at the circle of the moon. It be your inner circle, yo. It be those right, the closest to you, bro. I'm hearing like on Godfather, it was Sonny. No, it wasn't Sonny. Sonny was the first brother that got killed. It was the baby brother. Right? It was your own brother. Am I my brother's keeper? Shouldn't you be? Cain and Abel type shit for somebody. Pseudo self. Live according to false version of themselves, unable to be transparent about their authentic needs and desires, knowledge, beliefs, acquiring from others and incorporated by the intellect. Live according to false people that wear masks, man. That can't even be, they can't be authentic even if they wanted to, man. That's what I'm saying. It's so indoctrinated. It's so much bigger than what we think, man. It's really that deep. I'm hearing the trauma be that deep. You know, I'm hearing it's like a pus. It's that deep. So again, it's personal, but it's not personal. They can't help themselves almost. It's like a physical attraction. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, wait a minute. I don't know. I'm gonna take it. It says power of story, his, hers. Aladdin's Disney beginning scene when narrator pulls you in. So you remember that scene on Aladdin in the beginning where he says, I want to tell you about a lamp, and then it looks like the audience is like, because they're feeling like, man, you ain't about to, yeah. I don't know if you ever traveled out of country, and I've had the pleasure to go to Egypt, Cairo. And if you go to like the other countries where haggling is a thing, they do try to haggle you. So it does seem to open. That's what I'm getting the picture of now in that opening scene where he's out there and it looks like he's trying to haggle you, and whoever's attention he caught, they like, nah man, I'm good, go ahead, like, you know, they about to walk away. He's like, no, come here, wait, right? Yeah, the power of a story, right? Yeah, it's going right back to this. When I put on a persona for so long, when I've been wearing a mask for so long, when I've created a story so long, I even believe that story. I believe that story so well that, of course, I got you and a whole bunch of other motherfuckers believing it. I believe it. That's how deep the story. This is how the story goes. I just messed up the whole rhythm of that and flow, but yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I had heard. That's what I had heard. This is how the story goes. I'm messing it up. I'm not saying it on the tone or the beat of the song, but your light shines on their darkness. Yeah, and you know, that's just it. When someone comes in with like man, I don't have no ill intentions. You know what I'm saying? There's no underlying shit here for me. You know? I just want to be me. Like, you know, that's a different type of light. That's a different type of yeah, and it F people mental up. Because again, if you come in with this pureness and this light, and you're in the same, you know, and we're in the same environment, now you shining light on my darkness. You know, and again, let's not take it so metaphoric, like so metaphysically spooky, right? I mean, even break it, you know, I remember when I first, let's say when you first move into a neighborhood, or when you first go to a school, or when you first go to, you know, start at a new position at a job, right? Confirmation bird. Excuse me. Normally the person, when they first come into any of those situations, because they're new at the situation, let's take the job, they're all gung-ho, they're ready to work, to learn, you know, what the job entails. So they're doing the job to like the T, they're dotting every I, they're crossing every T. And all of a sudden, this environment that was used to this lethargic, half-stepping, you know, energy is now being disrupted, and now their failures to complete the task or fulfill the job description to the way intended, right? Because that's what you signed up for. You all got your own little position description. Now, because you doing it the way it's supposed to, now your light is shining on their is how did I say, your light shines on their darkness, right? So again, it ain't gotta be that deep in terms of like so spooky and spiritual that, you know, but that's the practical ways it will show up in your life. You know what I mean? It will. If you're a person of integrity and they're out shopping with you and you see them that they grab a lighter, you know, and didn't pay for it, and they say, yeah man, look, they ain't, and you don't grab it, and you're like, nah man, I'm good. Now they got an attitude because now you're not rolling like that. That's not how you fucking roll. You wasn't comfortable doing that. Or, you know, I remember, and I won't mention no names, but I remember a time when I was at the store and the person gave me, and it's been several times this happened, a couple of times, gave me more change than they were supposed to, and I went back in and I returned it. When I came back out, they're like, oh, they clowning me. Are you stupid? Whatever. No, man, that person can get in trouble. At the end of the day, they got to give account for that drawer. When that drawer come up short, they could be looked at like as they're thieves. And you know, I don't know how it can impact their job. You know what I'm saying? So why would I want to do that? You know what I mean? Over a couple dollars. And I mean, in this case, it was like a dub, which is still ain't shit. But of course, to that crowd, it was like, yo, I would never done that. All right, you wouldn't have, but I did. There you go. They're bringing me back to Club Shay, because in Club Shay, he said when the people get mad, they say, "Oh, you changed," and he said, "Yeah, I did." He reminded me of Cat Williams, where he said those late night commercials, where you be up at 2-3 in the morning watching TV, and all of a sudden that infomercial come on, and it said, "Do you feel lethargic? Do you feel sleepy and tired?" And he'd be like, "Yeah, I do." Right? Oh, back to that Aladdin scene, right? That okie doke, that storyteller, right? That can rope you in, right? Yeah. But then you sitting there, it cured your leg pain, but now you blind out one eye. Astaghfirullah, right? Like, come on now, the okie doke, the fugazi, right? You exposing that. You know what I'm saying? Your light, your energy, them being around you, that's why they don't like you. They can't stand to be around you because you're exposing that. And you ain't even doing it intentionally. You just being you. Remember? You being you is about to get paid 8 figures or more just for playing. Just for being you. And it's going to feel like playing. And it's going to fuck their head up because, like, is that the same little shorty I know? Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's me. Just because you couldn't see me because you was busy on with your mask. You was too busy trying to make sure you had your persona on, your mask straight. You understand what I'm saying? So of course you couldn't really see me clearly. You know what I mean? The mask was, I don't know, was fucking your eyes up or something. You know? And now you mad at me. And you wondering how I get here. Now you saying I'm doing witchcraft. Now you saying I'm smashing my way up the pit. All kinds of other stuff other than the real talk. No, because what they saw, you think I'm so fresh, you think I'm so clean, but what they don't know is when I get home and get behind closed doors, man, I hit the floor. Yeah, and I get on it's the God in me, dog. Yeah, because I care about integrity. I care about character. I care about morals. I care about values. I care about the example I want to set for my daughter and my son. I care about the example I want to set for my grandson and my granddaughter. You understand what I'm saying? I care about when I hit my head on that pillow, that me and God cool, my conscience, right? Even if you don't believe in God, you got a conscience. Call him Jiminy Cricket. Call him what the fuck you want. But you should be able to have this little voice or something inside that check you on the daily that you can step to and say, what's up, we good? Yeah, we good. You know what I mean? I don't fight. I don't fire with fire, but rather I will come back with facts. And that's what makes you angry, right? And I'm supposed to say I don't fight fire with fire, but rather I will come back with facts. And that's what makes you angry. Because that's another thing. You don't fight back with fire. Motherfuckers throwing all these motherfucking grenades your way. You know what I'm saying? But you a true soldier in the army of the Lord, I just heard. You understand what I'm saying? You gangster motherfucker. Again, I'm hearing these people play gangster. You know what I mean? Now I'm hearing Cool when he said that, you know, they lying. You know what I mean? Oh, it's in Peach Snapple, in his song Peach Snapple, right? I forget what's the verse, but it's play for you. You know what I'm saying? Fugazi again. I'm hearing that, right? It's like those I don't know why I went to say Vanilla Ice. Oh God, I'm not trying to talk about nobody. Or Milli Vanilli. It's like those people who lip sync or you know, rent a whole bunch of chains and guns and stuff and do their whole video like that, and they grew up on Nickelodeon. Like, you know what I'm saying? They ain't never had to be a gangster a day in their effing life. You know what I'm saying? Oh God, I just heard, yeah, homeboy stepped to you and said, yeah, I was raised in Philly and and come to find out he a Jersey nigga or a little Delaware square the whole time. You understand what I'm saying? And nothing against those. I don't even know why that came out. I might strike that off the record. I don't want nobody's feelings hurt. But I'm saying in the sense that, you know, now all of a sudden you at their kitchen table and you find out they done traveled the world. They done been to they done worked at Great Adventure for the summer. Six Flags. They done studied abroad. They oh God, what I'm hearing, we're in those debutante balls and little like societies. But when they met you, they was telling you how, you know, gangster their life was and how effed up and how much in the hood in the streets they was. You know what I'm saying? No, it's stories. And I'm here to test the spirit by the spirit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that maybe they didn't experience certain experiences, right? Because I mean, I don't care if you raise up in anywhere in this country, anywhere in this world, you're going to be confronted with some type of bullshit at some point. You know what I'm saying? Some type of traumatic event. you know, what they call it, the ACEs. I mean, yeah, the percentage of almost all